guys, it's Mark again. We're going to show you how to work ViciDial when you're in a call. First thing you want to do is always open up Zoiper, let it load. We're going to go ahead and make sure that it's registered. Right now you see that it just says SIP, not register, and the button says register. So let's click register. Now we are registered for both accounts, and again your manager will set all that up for you. So all you need to do is click register or unregister. Let's open up Google Chrome, and we're going to open up agent screen. Okay, we want to open it up in a new tab because the script tab we want. Okay, agent screen will load for us, and we're going to click submit. We click submit. It may take a minute, but Zoiper will ring. Okay, so we're just right now waiting for Zoiper to ring, and when it rings you'll see it blinking. There we go. So click down here on Zoiper.
You are currently the only person in this conference.
The message plays that we are the only one in the conference. Click off of it, and now you're in the screen. Let's make a manual dial. Let's call the office here. We're going to go ahead and make sure there's no parentheses or dashes in any of the phone numbers you put into the phone number field. It only takes digits. Okay. Now we're dialing. At least it should be. There it goes.
Thank you for calling the Hope program.
Okay, now we're in a live call. You can see that the screen changed a little bit. When you're in a live call, there's a lot of things you should look for. Let me go ahead and turn this volume completely down because you don't need to be.
Your call is now first in line.
Okay. When you're in a live call, you're going to you're going to see a lot of things on your screen. Up here in the status bar, which is the first thing you're going to look at, this is the most important one. Really, first of all, it's going to show you the number that's calling or that you're calling. It'll give you an ID, which you really don't need. The lead ID, which you really don't really need it. This is the only thing you really need. Okay, the list ID. List ID will help you differentiate what kind of call it is. Alright, if it's list 104, it is a jobs call. If it's list 105, it is an EDU call. If it's list anything under the sun, we have a bunch of different lists. In fact, I'll show you guys the lists on a different video. But if it's any kind of list, you will have it on here, and it will show you what it is, and you'll be able to address that call correctly. So if it's list 104, you go to your script site, and you can immediately address this call by saying, hey, this is Mark from National Jobs Online and Employment Center. How can I help you? Or if you're seeing list 104, that means it's a call being placed out on your behalf. That's not an incoming call. That's our system calling somebody and establishing a connection. So you would always answer that, hello, this is Mark from NJO Employment Center. May I speak to the person's name? And then go right into the script. And we will do script training in a later video. Okay, if it's list, let's say right here it says list 105. Okay, this is going to be education, so you need to be able to immediately notice, list 105, I'm going to go to my script site. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go 105, look right here, under name, it's going to say, let's say 105, so EDU, name, Bob. Okay, I'm going to click here, so hello, can I speak to Bob? Hey Bob, this is Mark from the Hope Program Education Department. You recently requested us to contact you about getting you free grants and scholarships to further your education. You have a few minutes to talk to me. Okay, and that's all. Once you do that, um, you just go right into the script. If they have a few minutes to talk, get them set up for everything. If you see, a different list on here, you'll have a list description and you'll be able to differentiate. Hope calls, sometimes these get filtered in, and it's weird, they come through on the jobs. Okay, so it'll be like you'll see a green bar, incoming call, and it's a Hope call. Basically, it's somebody calling in for Hope, but they just called the wrong 800 number, which is fine. It happens. They're only like a couple digits apart. So you can help that person. You can find out what they've done so far, what their goals are, and just help them out that way. The next thing we want to talk about, other than the status bar, okay, because the status bar is going to be a whole different video that I'm going to go over with you, is right here is going to give you all their information. It's going to give you first name, last name. If we have some information to port it over, it'll show you that as well. Okay, you can click on web form. Okay, so once you get past, let's say, this part right here, where you introduce yourself and say hi in the script, you should always go back, click on web form, and from here you'll be able to see a lot of different things. I'm actually going to have another video explaining CRM, our CRM system and what it can do. Just kind of give you a quick overview. It's going to have the contact information, scripts, don't worry about, back office information, which again you don't really need to worry about. Lead information, which is very important. You'll have a little blue box that will show you a lead. Okay, and it'll show you when that lead was submitted. Okay, originating form, which web form was it submitted on, and if you click this little blue box, which we don't have for this particular lead because it's a free, it's our number. If you click this little blue box, it'll pop up a little window that'll show you all their answers to the questions that we ask on the form. So it'll say, hey, did you want to go back to school? Were you thinking about furthering your education in the next 6 months? Yes, no. Were you looking for a job? Yes, no. Are you looking to supplement your existing income? Yes, no. Do you looking to buy a home? Yes, no. Basically, you'll have as much information as needed for that call, so you can help that person out the best you can. If they're looking for a job and they're looking to buy a home and they're looking for EDU, well, you're going to walk them through education, and you'll walk them through maybe setting them up for direct deposit and W-9 if they want to work for us. If they don't want to work for us and they just want a local job in their area, you're going to introduce them through our Jobs with Hope training site that will show them how to refine their resume. And actually, all of you should have gone to this site before, so let me pull this up. You'll do a quick introduction to, advertiser training, customers, make a resume, basically refine it, writing a resume, cover letters, all this stuff. All this stuff is very helpful stuff to put together a very solid resume that a lot of employers would consider. And when they do a search through a database like Indeed's, they look for keywords. So you want to be able to include as many keywords as you can in there. Ace your interview, which is like 8 tips to getting through a tough interview. Find a job. You can search right along with them on the phone for a job they really want. Let's say I want to, CSR. Oh, I can't type. CSR position in 25 miles, full-time search. Oh, it looks like there's a customer service representative position in Southfield. Click here. This position is through Indeed. They can go here and apply. oh, before you apply, have you revised your resume? Is it as good as it can be? Before you submit it out, you can only apply once for a job. Make sure that it's good. You know, don't really spend the time applying for jobs with them, but make sure they know how to use our resource. On here, they can submit their resume to Indeed. On here, they can try searching for Craigslist. The best way to look for jobs, okay, really is look on Indeed, submit your resume to Indeed, and then try searching Craigslist to see what else is available in your area. Okay, you can take them to contact us, about us, but contact us, simple stuff, email training, get on the webinar for National Jobs Online Q&A 4 p.m. We will be adding another conference call for CSR position, so you can hop on that once a day as well. I believe we're going to do that at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And our training department number is right here. Okay. So, back to agent screen. Alright. You have all this information. You have the list ID. You know how to go to a web form and pull up the CRM. Okay. You can park a call. Parking a call, all that means is you put that call on hold. Now that person on the other end is just going to listen to music while you're on that call. And you know what? The call hung up. I think one of our agents picked up the phone and heard me doing this, so they probably hung up on me. But I still should be able to finish this video without any issues. You can do a transfer. Okay. Now we can transfer to an existing number. I'm actually going to pre-populate a couple numbers in there to where you can transfer to the HOPE program or to National Jobs Online main office. The main thing you're going to want to do with transfers is really maybe do a three-way call with your manager. So being new with this, you may not have all the answers. It is very, very important that you don't make stuff up when you're talking to people on the line. You know, we don't want to misrepresent our company. We don't want to make promises that we can't deliver on. Okay, so if you don't know something, I ask you very kindly, guys, please just tell that person you don't know. You could tell them, hey, I'm new, it's my first day. You know, that's a great question. I'm not too clear on that. And before I answer it, let me get somebody on the line who can answer it accurately, because I don't want to give you any misleading information or inaccurate information. And then you do a three-way call with this number, and you're both on the line, and you can go from there. Okay. Right here, you're going to have different options to transfer to. Okay, this is where you'll be able to select phone number 1, phone number 2, phone number 3, phone number 4, phone number 4 of the pre-programmed ones. You could also put in a number in here if you want and transfer it. If you're going to be transferring it to your manager, you know, most of you guys are going to have different managers. So you're going to want to be able to put in their number and transfer it right over to them. Okay, do a three-way call. You can do a couple different things. You can do a blind transfer, which is you just transfer it, you hang up the call immediately on the customer, you never talk to the other person who on the third line. Okay, you could dial with the customer, meaning you have the customer in the active call and you start ringing somebody else and you're both here to ring and everything else. Or you could park customer dial. What that means is you park the call, the person you have on the line just gets placed on hold while you call and establish the connection. Okay, when you have the connection established, just come over here and grab per call. Okay, and now all of a sudden you guys have all three people on the line. Okay, you could leave the three-way call, you can hang up on both lines, or you can hang up on transfer. Okay, let's say you want to hang up, let's say you want to keep talking to your manager, but the person on the phone you want to hang up with. You can click on hang up call, but you'll still be in a three-way call with the manager. Okay, very important you use all this stuff correctly. Okay, it may take a few minutes to learn. Transfer conference function, we don't really have anything in there. Seconds, you don't need to worry about. Channels, you don't really need to worry about. All you need to worry about is the phone number that's in this box, which you can change. Use these three options, which is, again, blind transfer, which means you don't ever talk to that person on the other line. It just, you hang up the call immediately and the call fires off to that person. Whether they pick up or not, you have no idea. You could do dial with customer, which is a little better because then you can call, wait for them to pick up, and let's say an answering machine grabs it. Well, okay, sorry customer, you know, I guess an answering machine grabbed it. I'm going to hang up on the transfer line and maybe try him again, or maybe try the manager above him and see if I can get somebody in the company who can answer my question, because I don't want to give you any misleading information. Okay, you can hang up on both lines once everything's established, you know, and let's say you walk them through everything, you're done with the call, you're done with your manager, you're done with the client, just go ahead and click hang up both lines. Or if in certain cases you just want to hang up, you want to leave the conversation and let them continue talking, just do leave three-way call. Okay, quick transfer is like this. Okay, you click it and it immediately transfers that call to whatever the extension is on. Submit training. We're going to go ahead and get back into this screen. Okay, and then custom transfer, which nothing is set up yet, no number dial. Okay, from here, let's go ahead and hang up this call. Oh, don't do what I just did. If you're not ready to take calls, don't forget to hit pause on that last screen. In fact, I'm going to show you one more time. Okay, let's say I'm going to put in weird number, dial, hang up, do not call. If I don't press this pause button before I click submit, or I double click here, what's going to happen is the moment I hit submit, the moment I double click on a call, we're gonna get people who are, you see, this is exactly what, because I started dialing, I was in there for a second before I pressed pause, but the system already started calling somebody. Okay, and now I have this person on the line, you know, who is waiting to get because their call got dropped and they're waiting to talk to somebody. Let me see. I have no active agents right now. I'm going to let this call drop. She's in a call. Nope, she's ready. So Carol should be able to take this call. Okay. So I'm hoping she takes it pretty soon here, because I feel pretty bad that this person has to wait now. Again, you can hide calls in queue here if you wanted to. Okay, so hang up on customer. This will allow you to hang up. This two buttons will allow you to either increase the volume of the call or decrease the volume of the call, which you could also do from Zoiper here and here. Let's say this Zoiper is on max, but it's still having a hard time hearing them. You can increase it even further from here. You can mute your call from here or unmute it from here. You're also able to mute it here, okay? Just so you don't have to toggle back and forth between the two, just do it from here. It's easier, okay? And that's it, guys. There's really not much more to it. Next video I'll go over the CRM system in full detail, okay? So just stay tuned for that. And that's it. Talk to you guys later.